Nope, not yet. But it's a big number 13. That's a 1. It has a big wreath around it. It's in there. Oh! Okay, well, let's not die. Why is that my hand? Like, how is that a thing? Okay. You ready? I'll hold it. You do it. Push. Now pull it open. Oh, what is that? That's weird.
Oh, them camping.
Camping? Pull really hard.
At them house.
Okay, move your little hand. What? Is that a rock? Oh boy, that's exciting.
What?
What?
It's some socks.
That's bizarre. I mean, this is a really cute little calendar. Some people are sleeping in their tents. Did you do that? Or did Mom do that?
Me.
Cute. Do you like your Paw Patrol calendar? Okay, I've decided to start wrapping some gifts. I'm not making cookies today. I just don't want to deal with the cleanup. So I'm very weird about wrapping paper. I like plain things. So I found these are Martha Stewart brand from, I think I got them at Marshall's. They're just gold polka dots. And then I got another roll that is, oh, somebody found pizzelles. That is gold trees. And then there's other special paper, if you know what I'm saying. Yep. And then I got an assorted pile of gold bows from the Wonder Shop, obviously at Target. I could not find stickers, and I think I have some gift tags out in the garage, but that's too far away. And so yesterday when I was at CVS, I just grabbed these. These are too cutesy for me, but here we are. Well, okay, I didn't investigate further. There are some more plain ones, but they don't match anything of mine. Here's where we are at life. Am I just giving up on everything? I'm old and tired with children. Hello, friends. It is Vlogmas day 13, and it is already 12:30. And I've done nothing exciting, which is most of my Vlogmas. I just ate lunch, which is very exciting. Leftover chicken that I made in the air fryer with salad. I'm sure you were wondering, all 5 of you. And I'm about to finish painting this window because my wife thought she would paint it brown as an experiment, and I said, put it back, because no one's painting all of the trim in all of our house, which is what my eyes would make me do. So I am repainting it white because that needed to happen. I want to make some cookies today, maybe some no-bake cookies because those are easy, but I have to see how long they stay for. I live in an old house, so like we have a cellar under our front porch, and it's cool. And we also have like out here, we have like a screened in, not a screened in, it's not a screen, it's like a porch, but it's colder out there. So I don't know. I'm starting to feel stressed. Anybody else? Hello. It is that time where I transform into a semi-human. Gotta throw some makeup on. If you watched Vlogmas from my upload yesterday, I got this serum balm, lip balm in my BoxyCharm. I put it on this morning. It's okay. I'm gonna put it on now while I put some makeup on. It's not quite like an oil, but sort of that vibe. It feels nice, but I feel like it went away like really quickly. So on my face right now, I just have skincare, and then this morning I had thrown on my Ilia, I'm getting low, serum. This is $50, but I'm probably gonna buy it again. It is, I use it every day pretty much. It's just really nice. So that was 100 hours ago. Got mascara under the eyes. We're just gonna use that for our eye look today. I have 3 clients tonight, so it's, you know, that time of year. If I was in the salon, I'd have like 10. But 3 feels like a million to me right now because I'm out of practice. So we're gonna do a little get ready situation. Am I going to add, yes, I'm gonna do the face and body thing that I've been doing where I put on my contour and blush first, and while I have like a serum on or something else, and then the face and body over it. So let's see, what do we want? What do we want to do today? I've been using this NYX Wonder Stick, But I think I need to get something a little bit creamier. I mean, it is a stick, so it's not going to be that creamy, but I just start by going in my hollows. It's a good contour color, not a bronzer. It's very cool toned. Giving a little life to the jawline. I put a little up here, though I don't have a big forehead, so this angle is making me look weird. I need to make this taller, but I do not have time for searching. So that, and then take my blush. This is the Tarte blush. I kind of been going heavy with the blush. My dog's growling because mailman. I'm like purposely giving myself like that sunburnt look. I'm trying to peep who's out there. I know this looks horrifying right now, but now I'm going to take my sponge and like work it all in. Anyways, I was just chatting. This mirror's too tiny for my big ass head. That reminds me, my wife and I were talking about how big our heads are and how we hate it so much because it makes us feel bigger than we actually are. Because like, no matter what, like I always have this. Even when I was like 20 pounds lighter, I still have this. My dad, who is like a walking skeleton man, like his profile is chin connected to his neck. He's like, you know, a 6 foot tall man that weighs like 147 pounds. So like, it's genetics and that. I mean, I'm not saying I'm not chubby. But like my wife, even when she's very thin, she has like cheeks aplenty. But so does her whole family. Like everyone has fluffy cheeks. And that's why little Hazel has them. Anyways, I don't know why I'm talking about that. I was talking to my sister and my mom about Christmas Eve. And like, you know, the menu is always kind of the same. Because I'm very much a creature of habit. I know this looks crazy. Just trust the process here. And I always make the same things. So then I was, of course, like thinking about my past life and like how I used to do Christmas Eve. And like, I am a very nostalgic like person who like looks back on stuff and I think about things. And it doesn't mean that I'm like pining in any way. But I freaking miss my house for having like parties. So that part makes me sad. And now that we all have littles, because so Christmas Eve became my holiday when I was with my ex-wife, like, because that was like, I was a grown-up. And when we moved in together in 2010, I think we must have had our first Christmas Eve like 2011, because I think I moved in, or it might have been 2010. Yeah, I moved in with her in 2010. And I loved it. I thought she did too. You know, like I love hosting a party and I love doing Christmas Eve because besides Halloween, it's my favorite night of the year. So I started hosting in 2010, I believe. And then in 2017, so now I'm going to put face and body first in the places where I don't put the other stuff, the blush and the contour. So picking it up with my sponge and going kind of around it, because I have the most product on my sponge right now. Then I'm just gonna go over everything, like my whole face. So you can see that that's like automatically carving that out. So yeah. Then in 2017, I got divorced and engaged. It's always funny when I say it. So like I went to Ohio in 2017. I got engaged here in Detroit on December 23rd of 2017 at the Whitney downtown. It was super fun. Okay. So now that doesn't look crazy, right? I need eyebrows, but it's like the underpainting, if you will. And then in 2018, I was in Ohio, and you know, and then when we came back, it was 2020, so it was pandemonium. It was the panda bear. So I couldn't have a big party. And then last year was like our first year. So last year was like my first real hosting of Christmas Eve for like 5 years. 2016. Yeah. And it was chaotic. I mean, there's a lot of tiny people. My sister's got littles. And so, yeah, I think there's going to be 14 people here, including us. I think I did the math right. It's just like my parents and my best friend and her wife and my sister and her family. So, yeah, I'm like prepped. I have a couple of things I need to go to the Italian grocery store for because I'm Italian. So there's certain things I got to get there because I make like an Italian feast. And I started making cookies yesterday. I wrapped some presents today. You saw that I was beginning to do that. I'm in a coma today. Like, I need to get some pep in my step. Maybe I need to like drink some Coca-Cola. I'm gonna do my brows really quick and then come back. Okay, now I have a face because I have brows on. Anyway, so Christmas Eve is a big deal to me. So I was talking to my mom, my sister about it. It's like we're gonna probably start the day earlier than later just because like we have things to do. Christmas Eve night. So I'm feeling like a silvery taupey moment. Maybe like this vibe here. You know, 'tis the season. So I got some new brushes yesterday in my BoxyCharm, so let's try them out. This is just like a fluffy crease brush. So I'm just going to go in with like a very neutrally transition shade. Actually, this comes out much more pigmented than you think it's going to because it's Busy Art and they're good. They're good shadows. Ooh, look at that. So for some people, like Christmas Eve is like the night that they do their gifts and all of that. Well, we do some gifts, obviously, because I have people here that get gifts, like my nieces and nephews and my mom and dad. And then Krista, obviously, Auntie, and her wife, they have decided, they're so funny, that this year they are going to spend the night here. And this is why I need a different house. Because it was always my dream to have like guest room. Like I basically want to live in an Airbnb, in a B&B. Because I want to be able to like house my friends and family for things like that. So they're coming and they're going to stay the night. And so we're going to have the girls like slumber party it up in Hazel's room. And they're going to like stay in my stepdaughter's room. So we can like do Christmas morning together, which I thought was adorable. Okay, I'm just going to go same brush. Actually, this brush feels quite nice into the shade that's just a slight bit darker. But like, I used to have that. You know, I used to have a spare room in my house and like my former sister and brother-in-law would come in and stay there and it would be so fun to like, you know, have little gifts for them. I miss doing that. So I'm like, all right, let's plan our menu for the morning. So we're going to do like a Christmas breakfast together and then they'll go home. This brush actually feels quite nice. I wasn't sure about it. It's not big and fluffy, so it's good for just putting it in the crease. And then I'm just going to lazily stick my finger in the shadow and give a little shimmer. So tonight I have 3 clients, I think. Well, I know I do, but maybe. I have a haircut and then I have a mother and daughter that are coming together this is an amazing story. I was in Trader Joe's in my area. So we're just going to pop this on the lid. It's a little sheen. And usually I hide from people. Because I have run in to get some groceries because my daughter's at her dance class across the street. So I like run in and I try to get in and out, right? And I look like a monster. Well, I didn't want to hide from this woman because I always really enjoyed having her in my chair. And, you know, I had referred people out, you know, to other stylists. So I didn't, when I moved back, unless I was already in contact, like Facebook or something, I didn't like search out people, right? Because I don't feel like that was right. If you find me on your own volition, then that's fine. So I run into her and I was like, hey, I just like said her name. I had like my big sunglasses on, my hair up, and I look like a crazy person. And then she's like, "Oh my God, Erin." She's like, "Are you here?" She's like, "Wait, why are you here? Are you here?" She's like, "Are you here?" And I was like, "Yeah, I have been." I was like, "Sorry, I didn't like reach out to people, because when I told her I was doing hair, she's like, 'Oh my God, I need you.'" And so I did her hair around Halloween. And so her and her daughter are coming tonight. And this is what makes me feel so old, is that I think I cut her daughter's hair for the first time when she was like 5. She's in her 2nd year of college. Oh my God. But anyways, they're bringing red wine and they live around the block from me. This is like the small world I live in. And being a hairstylist for a long time, like in one area, like you just know everyone. Kelly's always like, "Why do you know everyone?" I was like, "Oh, because this is what I did for like 13, 14 years in one spot." And so then yesterday at art class, I started chatting with the art teacher and she's like, "Oh, I'm a hairstylist." And I was like, "Oh, I'm a hairstylist." I was like, "Yeah, we're busy this time of year." She's like, "Oh, where do you work?" And I was like, "Well, I don't work anywhere anymore." Like, look at this. Distracted by my streak of white. And then I told her where I used to work and she was like, that's where I used to go. She's like, "I go to so-and-so." And I was like, "That's my friend." I was like, "That's hilarious." So then I texted my friend and she was like, "Yeah, tell her to text me back." So it's like small world. Then the lady sitting at the table, I don't know these people, sitting at the table with me and Hazel with her toddler is like, "Oh yeah, I go to so-and-so there. I've been going there for years." I was like, "Yep, mm-hmm." I was like, well, pandemic, I decided to stay out of a salon because yikes, that was like a lot of people. How do you distance from people's heads? You can't. So it's more controlled environment for me. Anyways, I am a weird and rambly and like in a coma. And so now I feel like my face got too blanked out. So I'm just going to take a little of this cream blush, just a tint. Just give me some Santa cheeks, 'tis the season. But you saw how much blush it looked like I had on. It was horrifying. Then a little highlight action. Trying not to knock everything over. And then you don't need to watch me put on mascara. And I'll probably just put lip gloss on later. But yeah, Christmas Eve. What do you guys do? This lighting is making it look like I've blurred my face, but I assure you I have not. The lighting is just good because I have like my vanity lights on. I liked that gloss that I put on yesterday. So the lip serum, it's still there. It hasn't totally like gone away, but it's nice and moisturizing. I'm just going to put this NYX butter gloss on top. I feel like people forgot about the butter glosses. They're a very nice formula and they're not expensive. All right, friends, I'm going to put some mascara on, curl my hair, and go do my thing. All right, it's about 10:15 and we are ready for bed. So I was in my studio for like 4 hours tonight, so I am exhausted, although I did get some Christmas cookies and I didn't even eat one yet. Oh. And I got some wine tonight, so it's the season. Like a little thumbprint. I'm gonna eat this. I'm gonna take some Advil and I'm going to bed. See you in the next video.